Ryan Field. After a great weekend of college football, an encore presentation here with a great Monday night clash here on EA Sports. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, Penn State made one of the most interesting hires of the offseason. Matt Campbell has shown that he can do it all at Iowa State. Tough nose, and he is a physical coach that makes sure his players play tough. Let's see if the Blue Bloods can get a blue-collar work ethic and bring Penn State back to excellence. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Northwestern's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And onto the field comes Aiden Childs. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Swings it out to the flat. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Maybe some room here. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the left side, and they're able to make the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Spins away from the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the 1st time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it, when we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. And this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they're going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position. The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Hansen.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking for space, it's Hansen. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the counter. Could be an alley. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Childs. They're working that left side.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Kick is in the air. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Sowell. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Becht. Fires downfield. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snagged out of the air. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got it in the middle, it's Sowell.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Becht. Here's the pressure, and down he goes.
Great heads-up awareness by the defense, third and short. Everyone in the stadium thinks the offense is going to run the ball, but they knew there was a chance the quarterback might try to throw it. They pinned their ears back, they got after it.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nice move there. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern. They take the lead here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Tripped up for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Running the option, it's Childs.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Childs. Unleashes one. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Finds a tight end. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And those plays right there, you can see the receiver smells the end zone, right? Like he makes the play, he catches it, starts to go downfield, and all you're doing is you're just trying to get there, man. Trying to finish off the run, outrun that last guy, and he just trips him up, and the defense lives to fight another down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Northwestern!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
What a catch! Just beat the defender.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Becht. That's caught. It's Hansen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Becht. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Penn State with the response.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Childs. He'll flip it out to his back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.